Welcome to MEELEVATE the podcast show, and I am your host, Rick Nell. Today is Self-Talk Saturdays, and today's topic is Let's Do a Fast. You know, a fast is something that I never have done before. I have never, ever done a fast. I tried a couple times doing a fast, and September 1st is going to be my first fast. We're going to do 3 days to 7 days on the fast. Now, originally when I wrote my fast, I was writing my fast for a diet. So that way I can, remove the toxics out of my body. Not only that, it'll help my body replenish. Not only that, for biblical reasons. Just because God said fast. And I look at that and I'm like, you know what? I just don't want to fast food. I want to be able to fast people out my life. I want to be able to fast negative traits that I may have. I want to be able to fast negative habits that I have. I want to be able to fast what don't belong and that is not no longer serving me or allowing me to elevate to my highest potential or where I should be. And I'm realizing fasting, I used to say fasting is hard. Fasting is hard. So right now, fasting is a challenge. Fasting is a challenge. This is what I'm telling myself constantly before I even start challenging myself to fast. So now I'm looking at it like, okay, I have to be able to reword it, because when I'm saying that it's going to be challenged or it's going to be hard to fast and let certain food go, it's going to be hard to let certain people go, it's going to be hard to let certain habits go, it's going to be a challenge to change this, it's going to be a challenge to change that, it's going to be hard to stop doing this, or it's going to be hard to do this. And I'm realizing that by just saying them small words, I'm already programming my mind to think that it's going to be hard or to think it's going to be a challenge, besides programming my mind and say, what is the opportunity can I create from fasting? What is the opportunity can I create from fasting? Not in just food, but in different type of categories in my lifetime, whether it's people, whether it's my time, whether it's my boundaries, whether it's food, my diet. It's different type of stuff that we can fast from. So me using fasting and not just fasting as in eating, but fasting as in a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? That it can really elevate me to the highest potential and challenging myself on a way another bigger level. So me doing this is going to be a challenge that I must win. And see how I just did it there, even though I'm talking positive about it. This is a challenge that I must win. It's not a challenge. I'm not going to call it a challenge, even though technically it is challenging, or it could be hard. It could be difficult. But by operating on a different mindset and by operating on a different mind shift, I may be able to reprogram my mind before I even create or even get into fasting or whatever the situation may be, And I think it's very important, because sometimes we need to fast from what we listening to, whether it's music, whether it's the TV, whether it's people, whether if it's conversations. Sometimes we need to just fast from that, because if we feed into that, is it bringing value? By me talking to you, having a conversation, by you calling me, calling my phone, by you wanting to hang out and kick it and talk, is it bringing value to me? Is it bringing value to the situation? Or are you comfortable where you at and you allowing other people to get you distracted? And now they bring you on that level when you was focused on something else, but by listening to them or interacting with them, put you in a position where you either don't want to do it, you don't have time to do it, or it's a distraction on what you're trying to do. So sometimes, is it good to fast from people? Is it good to fast from eating? And not just fasting on the healthy tip, but like fasting on my daily eating and watching what I'm eating. Am I eating too much junk food? Am I eating too much of this particular meat or that particular meat? Am I eating too much of this? Am I not eating enough of this? Do I not eat meat at all? You know, it's different ways, but in my opinion, I'm breaking it down because I think it's deeper than that. And originally when I said I'm a fast, I'm like, okay, well, I'm a fast just for food. And I'm already in my head making it more harder than what it is, because now I'm telling myself it's going to be a challenge or it's going to be hard. I never did this before. And then you hear from other people like, well, fasting ain't easy. Now, they are absolutely correct. But it's about how you interpret the message. How do you interpret what you hear? Do I need to fast from what I'm watching? Is me watching something keeping me distracted? Is it diluting my mind? Is it diluting my plans? Is it causing destruction in my life? Because now, since you are watching this and you're listening to this, are you applying your life to that, what you're watching or listening to? So now you are comparing yourself to this, comparing yourself to that, comparing yourself to these people. And I think these are the type of questions that we need to ask ourselves. And when I decided to do fasting, which I have not started this process yet, my process is September 1st. But I'm like, I don't just want to start this process of fasting and food. I want it to be beyond food. I want to really take myself to a whole different level, to a whole different understanding. And first of all, I want to be able to fast to get closer to God. And that way I can be a true servant and follow directions. Because it's some type of importance to this. And I really can't tell you the importance of fasting when it comes to God in my personal life yet, until I be able to experience. Even if you look at Jesus was the first true example of fasting, at least me doing my research and understanding, 40 days and 40 nights. Could you imagine right now fasting for 40 days and 40 nights? And we just talking food, water, juicing, like whatever, depending on or the situation on how you want to fast. Are you fasting with no food, no water? Are you fasting with just juicing? Are you fasting with just water? Depending on the situation, I believe. And I'm thinking in my personal head, like, okay, just imagine if I fast from different stuff that does not serve me, that does not belong here. What if I did that? What if I did that and focus on me? Focus on getting closer to God. Focus on building a better relationship with my kids. Focus on spending more time with my kids. Focus on my goals. Focus on my dreams. Focus on my purpose, the reason why I am here on this earth. So fasting is something that I want to be able to bring into my life. And I feel like on Self Talks, why not talk about something that I'm about to have in the process? And not only that, could this type of situation maybe help somebody else or have a different outlook of fasting? But can we fast from different situations in our life, from the negativity? Can you fast from the gossiping? Can you fast from the rumors that you may create or start or listen to or have participation in? If I said it correctly. You know what I'm saying? Participate. There you go. Practice makes perfect, right? Or should I say, practice makes better. That's why I like this podcast, because I want everything to be real. You know, we will never put out low quality content, but at the same time, we want to be able to keep the real in the content. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't ever want to seem like I'm perfect. I don't ever want to seem like I'm preaching and not leading. I don't never want to seem like I just know it all. You know what I'm saying? I never want to seem like I'm bashing people, you know what I'm saying, with this content, like, oh, you ain't nothing and this below you or this, that, because it's never that. We are on the same level. I'm no better than you. But I decided in my life that I have to take choices in my life to make my life better. I don't want to be able to make excuses and keep living off the excuses. The next thing you know, I'm in the same position now. That's why I look at some people that I know, you know, and I truly love them. It's just that sometimes I just wish that they can see what I see. It's so many people that I know that are so talented, and I truly believe in them. And sometimes I wonder if they can see the belief within themselves, because I see a lot of people make excuses. I see a lot of people make excuses, and even the people that I know personally. And I look at it like, the more excuses you make, the more dumb you look. And the reason why I say that, because you have so much talent, but you sitting around you're not doing nothing. You're just playing. Whatever category you are in, whatever area you are in, you are just playing around. Don't you want to stop just playing around and be able to take action? Maybe you need to fast. And not just fast on food. Maybe you need to fast on your circle, the people that's around you. Maybe you need to fast on your laziness. Maybe you need to fast on you making excuses, because it's to the point where I am so sick of being around people that I know personally that make excuses, and they have the ability to do anything. I look at them and I believe in them so much, but I see the excuses that they making, and then I see the choices that they making. And we are all make different choices. And it's certain areas in my life that maybe you can say the same thing. But I know that I hold myself accountable. And if you're around me and if you know me, you know that I'm going to hold you accountable. And I'm not going to hold you accountable where I'm bashing you on your head, speaking negative on you. But I'm going to let you know, get up. Stop being lazy and do something. Where is it? Where is the product? Where is the content? Where is your work? Where is it at? Why haven't the world experienced who you are? Why do you got to have somebody constantly getting on you every day, constantly getting on you when they see you, and you still do nothing? You didn't even take an effort in to try to execute something. And it disappoints me. It disappoints me. And you cannot allow other people to hold you back. So just imagine if I was depending on these certain people. Imagine if I was depending on different people in my life. Imagine if you're depending on certain people. And now if you put your people, or you put different people into your plans, and now you are depending on them, and that's all you know, or that's all you depended on, these people will let you down and hold you back every time. So you have to stop depending on people, even if you know them, even if they family, even if they friends. And I don't mean depend on, but I do mean depend on, because there's two type of depends. And you can be dependent on them because you believe in them. That's the type of dependent I'm talking about. I'm not talking about depending on other people because you want to play victim and you want to be able to face yourself and hold yourself accountable and challenge yourself. That's why I feel like fasting is very important, because I'm like, okay, let's do a fast. And not just a fast on food. Like, let's do a fast on our life and make a list and see, what can I fast from? Either I'm a fast for 7 days, I'm a fast for 14 days, I'm a fast for a month, I'm a fast for 6 months, I'm a fast for a year, or I'm a fast for the rest of my life. These are the important steps. These are the important choices that I feel like is very important. So from now on out, from this day forward, I want to do a fast. I want to start fasting, but not with just food, with everything in my life. And I definitely want to start with food because this is something that God told us to do. It has to be some type of explanation and some type of real reason, not just words in the book, not just words in the Bible. It's a specific reason why God wanted us to fast. But not only that, can we take that fasting and apply it to our everyday life to make us better, to get rid of the toxins in our life? Because you're fasting certain situations, you're fasting habits, you're fasting choices, you're fasting people. Like, should you go out there and hang out with them? Y'all do the same thing every week. You'll sit around, don't do nothing. You'll get drunk. Y'all maybe talk about it, or y'all might go to the club or to the bar, or y'all might go be playing 2K. Whatever the case may be. Y'all do this constantly. You know what I'm saying? Constantly. But you talk about what you want to do. You talk about how you want to do this. You talk about your goals and dreams. You just a talker? Is that what you used to when you talk in the blood? I mean, when you talking to the club, or when you talking around when y'all smoking and drinking, or when you talking around when you hanging with people that don't bring no type of value? Or are you talking when you on 2K online and you just talking about your dreams, but you put all of that action into doing everything else? But when it comes to you, your goals and your dreams, you do nothing? You just talk. I don't want to hear no talking no more. And you shouldn't want to hear no talking no more. It had to be a point in my life where I didn't want to hear no talking no more. Within me, enough is enough. It's time for action. It's time for making these choices, making better decisions that's going to benefit me. Fasting is a powerful method that I am ready to experience. And I'm ready to experience it on so many different levels. Like, I'm excited for this. And I know that once I do this, I'm going to be able to, and I am going to create new habits. I am going to be a better version of myself. And I'm excited to be a better version of myself. You know, so fasting is maybe the one important thing that's going to be a new daily thing in my life. Something very important. And my suggestions is you should fast too. Me Elevate the podcast, we are personal development. We are mind coaching. We are here to be a servant to God as well. And that's number first. Or number one, however you like to say. I think people are scared to look in the mirror and challenge themselves. I think people are scared to look in the mirror and hold themselves accountable. I think people are scared to wake up, open your eyes, and have self-awareness. I think people be running from God as well because of their choices that they make. And it's not the choices that you make that you feel down. It's because becoming the better version of you, you are scared to make them choices. This Self-Talk Saturdays, I like it, and I can't wait to see where it really goes, because these are a lot of the talks that I have within myself. So I'm like, you know what, on Self-Talk Saturdays or on Self-Talks period, this is what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this right here is what we're going to do. And I'm excited about this. I love this. And I feel like these self-talks, and I hope that you get something out of this. Anything that you watch or anything of the content that you be able to get out and seek and take what's for you, and be able to take this information, take this knowledge, take this wisdom, and elevate yourself. Show people that God is real by a smile, by telling them have a good day, by telling them that God loves them. Like, it takes nothing to be good to people. Do you know that's free? You know it's free to be nice. I'm not saying let people walk over you, because I have been that person too, and I had to fast from that. I had to learn how to fast from that. I had to learn how to fast from being or thinking that I need to be around people to be happy or to fill a certain type of void within me. And I had to realize I had to fast from that so I can be comfortable being alone, because being alone is really great, even though it may not seem like that all the time or in the process or in the beginning, but it really is, because you have so much time to bring self-awareness. You have so much time to be able to work on yourself and evaluate your life. You have so much time to spend time with yourself to see who you are. You have so much time to get closer to God. You have so much time to see what your purpose is, to see why you on this earth. You have time to be able to see who really love you and who don't. You have time to be able to see what's valuable in your life and what's not valuable, who's not valuable, and what's valuable. You have so much time to be able to work on yourself, where we are so distracted by so much. That's why it's a good thing to fast. And I am excited for this new journey of fasting, not with just food, but with different stuff that I have written down on my list, because I know that it's going to bring something better, because everything that I wrote down, and every time I wrote it, I felt it. I felt it. I felt good, like I already did it. And I'm excited for this. And I believe that if we apply fasting to our everyday life, it can change tremendously. Now, this is for the people that want their life to change, that want their life to elevate, to want to be a better person, that want to be able to grow personal development skills, that want to be able to have growth development, that want to be able to have a mind shift, that want to be able to change their mindset, to want to be better, to want to be able to see what distractions is and remove them out of your life and create create opportunities for your obstacles. Now, if we create obstacles, which we do, evaluate, how did I create this obstacle? Am I doing it intentionally or am I doing it unintentionally? What is the process? What is the solution that I can do that I can make it better? This is the type of conversation that I have with myself when nobody's around. So why not have it publicly? and be confident with it. Be confident with it. And then, it allow you to bring tests. Like I remember where I used to be so insecure where I'm like, I am not doing no type of content unless I have my hair cut. I got to have a new outfit on. I got to look fresh. I got to look like this. And then when I didn't look like that or didn't have the money to get my hair cut or whatever the case may be, then I either didn't do no content or I felt insecure or I felt low because, oh man, my hair ain't cut. I don't look like it. I don't care. It's about the message. Who's going to receive this message? And like I say all the time, don't just listen to me. Don't just hear me out. Don't just hear me right now. In this moment, receive the message. Receive the message. I am Rick Nail, or other known as Mr. Coach Davis, and this is Self-Talk Saturdays. And today's topic is, let's do it fast. We will be right back. Rick Nail makes hits. Rick Nail makes hits. Welcome back to MEELEVATE, the podcast show, and I am your host, Rick Nail, or other known as Mr. Coach Davis. That was actually Rick Nail Beats. So if you're looking for content, or you an artist looking for new instrumentals, then go to ricknailbeats.com. Again, ricknailbeats.com. I would also like to say thank you to our sponsors, MEELEVATE. Thank you for MEELEVATE. Without MEELEVATE, none of this would be possible. And I appreciate you for taking out your time to be able to watch it whenever you may see this message. And remember, fasting is very important, not just on a biblical way, but on your life standards too, because it's stuff that we need to fast out of our life that is very important. And when it comes to food, fasting as well to remove toxins and different stuff out of our body. Not only that, that's what God said do. And I would like to say thank you for always being here. And I remind you, be the better version of you. Be great. You are everything that you need. But in life, we have to be able to make choices, make better decisions so it can be better. Stop wasting your talent if you are talented. If you have any type of creativity, stop wasting your own time. Stop failing yourself by not putting and investing time within yourself. Create a space for you to create. Create a space for you to create. Understand that MEELEVATE is not just a word. It's a lifestyle. And listen here. This is a new beginning for me. So I decided to put it on Self Talks. Self Talks is family. Self Talks is real. And as my journey, I will let you know by next Saturday how this journey went and how this journey is going in the process. And if you need to remove people, places, things out of your life to evaluate your life, if you need to be alone to evaluate who you are, to see what your purpose is, or to realize what you need to do, to write down your goals, to plan your visions, to have your imaginations come into reality. This is your vision. How are you planning it? What are you going to be fasting from? And what do you need to fast from? I hope you understand this message. I love y'all, and believe in yourself. And know God loves you before anybody else do. And I ask you this one question. Maybe more. It's going to be a big question. This is for you to answer. Can you evaluate your life right now, including the people, the places, and the things that are in your life, and you see what is bringing value, what is a distraction? What is bringing value to your life and adding value to your life, making you elevate? Distractions that's taken away, that's obstacles, negativity, people may be draining you. Which one do you choose? Valuable or distractions? It's all up to you. This is Self Talk Saturdays, and today's topic is let's do a fast. And I will see you again. Matter of fact, we will see you for Networking Mondays. Have a good one. Can you love me the way that I love you? To my future wife and the current people in my life. Do you love me how I love you? Because everybody's love ain't the same. And I realize everybody's love ain't deep as mine. I have loved so many people, but they didn't love me the same. It was an unbalance that I had to change. Not realizing all the love that I'm giving out is causing me pain because I don't get it in return. So now I feel ashamed. Do you love me the way that I love you? Because your actions say different. Do you love me the way that I love you? Silence is what I hear. Not understanding why no one tell me that they love me in my ear. Expecting to fall in love like you see on the movies, but in reality, that's not reality. People say that they love you, but I don't know if they really mean that. Yeah, you overcome what you going through. Embrace your power for your breakthrough. And when you elevate, it's a great view.